Okay, ladies, 10 by 2 minute rounds. Obey my instruction at all times. I want to see a clean break when I say break. Touch them up if you want to. Come out boxing.
All right, here we go. 10 2-minute rounds. The bantamweight WBA world champion Nina Hughes looking to make her second world title defense here against Cherneka Johnson. Christina Poncher, Nico Ali Walsh here with you. And quickly, Nico, what does each fighter need to do to walk away with the victory tonight?
Hughes' key to victory would be to take away Neek's jab, or Johnson's jab rather, from the very start of the fight. So take away her jab, maintain a high work rate, and just bully her on the inside if she gets there. Now, Johnson, to win the fight, she's going to have to control the center of the ring. She's going to have to use that jab, utilize it throughout the whole fight, and she's going to have to let her output, let her hands go too.
Yeah, and they've gotten to work here pretty quick, as you see.
Immediately.
Yeah, Johnson looking to kind of establish that jab, but Hughes just throwing a ton of combinations, starting to tag the body, and now going back up top on Johnson.
Hughes is just relentless. She's one of those, she's just relentless.
Absolutely.
With her pressure. Her output is very high.
And she likes to fight from that mid to outside. She just ate a jab right there from Johnson, who would prefer to have more of a long-range fight. She'd prefer to keep her at the end of her jab. I mean, Hughes is just going to get in there and scrap. She's going to throw a ton of punches. She's going to try to push the pace. And so far, it's going like that. Oh, nice jab once again from Johnson. Oh, beautiful punches there, scoring to the head of Hughes. She looks a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, you know? that's one of the downsides to someone who throws as many punches as Hughes does, is that it leaves you open. It kind of looks like, you know, it looks like there's a mark on Hughes' forehead already.
Should we talk about marks on foreheads? Because what Nika Johnson suffered in that last fight was a huge gash on the middle of her forehead at the, I guess at the cause of a headbutt, really. Over her right, that went absolutely viral because it just poured.
It was one
blood.
of the worst cuts I've seen.
Yeah, Marlon Esparza-like. Good action here to start round one.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltero.
What would you like to pay for your hotel room tonight? 140, 129, or 115 pounds? Same room, same service, just different prices. It's really up to you. Well, nobody asks you this at reception, but that's exactly what Trivago does. Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of booking sites. So, save yourself valuable time, use Trivago, compare hotel prices, and land a great deal. Hotel? Trivago.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltero.
Don't empty the tank too early. Feel good?
Yeah.
Nothing, is it? There's a reason why you're jumping. Stay switched on. Don't jump in.
Seconds out.
Round two in this scheduled 10-round fight. Hughes in the black trunks, black gloves. Johnson in the white trunks with orange trim.
This is just going to be a high-paced fight, like you said, because of the 2-minute rounds.
Looking to counter there is Hughes with the right hand over the jab of Johnson.
Johnson likes to counter a lot. She's got that high guard stance.
Oh, and those are some solid combinations landed there by the champ. Double jab right hand, and she's getting countered over her jab hand by that right hand of Hughes, Nico.
Yeah, to combat that, she would just have to throw quicker jabs and just bring her jab back to her face immediately. That can stop getting countered, as we've seen in the last fight, can stop someone from throwing punches.
Good body work there from Hughes as well, but she misses up top. Johnson kind of working at range, using that long jab and using some footwork would benefit her, but she right now kind of trying to stand her ground and bang with Hughes. I don't think that style necessarily serves her well.
No, that's not advisable for Johnson's style. You know, she's a boxer.
There was a strong, stiff jab there that blocked Hughes, but Hughes taking it well and continuing to come forward, looking to throw those looping shots, metering her there with the jab.
Stop. Break.
Johnson looks like the bigger fighter. It looks like her punches are landing harder on Hughes.
Stop. Box. Time.
Boxing on Sky Sports. Brought to you by Voltero.
What would you like to pay for your hotel room tonight? 140, 129, or 115 pounds? Same room, same service, just different prices. It's really up to you. Well, nobody asks you this at reception, but that's exactly what Trivago does. Trivago compares hotel prices from hundreds of booking sites. So, save yourself valuable time, use Trivago, compare hotel prices, and land a great deal. Hotel? Trivago.
Boxing on Sky Sports. Brought to you by Voltero.
Nice tight hand, right? So you can't deal with your work rate, Nick, but you've got to be clever with it, control, yes? I'll go on his hand, straight back to your chin. Listen to me, I'm so sharper.
I mean, I think so far, though, to start this fight, Hughes has had the better work rate. Had more significant punches. I think the fight's gone more her way so far. Let's see what adjustments that Johnson can make as she comes off with that jab to start. And she's actually thrown a couple good counters, though, as well. She looks to go down to the body and then finish that combination with the jab. But good combination work there from Hughes.
I mean, we knew with Hughes' style, just in her 6 fights I've seen, just from studying her, that she throws.
Yeah. And even leaps there with that right hand. Down to the body with the jab for Hughes. Back again with the stab jab to the body. And just out of range for those counters from Johnson.
You know, Johnson doesn't throw nearly as much as Hughes, but you don't necessarily need to if you're picking your shots,
Sure.
and you're picking the right shots.
I agree.
That distance right there.
Yep, that's perfect. And that was her
where
cleanest
to stay.
combination. I agree. That was the best combination of the fight so far there for Johnson. Gave herself some space, worked on the double jab, and then landed the right hand as well. 40 seconds left to go here in round 3. And kudos already, though, to a 41-year-old world champion. That has to be one of the oldest active world champions, men or women's boxing, period. And I love to see it, especially on Mother's Day weekend, a mother of 2 out there doing her thing on display on a high card like this, 3 world championship fights.
Yeah, that's
So,
incredible.
I mean, my respects to Nina Hughes. As a working mom myself, it's not easy, and I have 2 kids as well, and I can imagine working and boxing and raising my kids. It's a lot of work.
Time.
It was a better round there.
Boxing on Sky Sports. Brought to you by Voltero.
Alice? Yeah, are you okay?
Daniel knows.
Alice?
Alice has been on her own for more than 30 hours.
Was Alice up to something? Why are you really here?
None of you have been honest with me about what happened out there. Out there. Nature holds us all to account.
Boxing on Sky Sports. Brought to you by Voltero.
At the end of the round there. And one thing I know about Hughes is that she does throw a lot of punches, but she often headhunts. She doesn't really invest into the body early on in a fight as much as you'd like to see.
I know women's boxing, I mean, I know it has been on such an upswing, but they just, you know, when they're throwing a lot of punches, it's a nice little firefight. They get to work. There's 2 minutes. Like, it's exciting.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
it's just fast-paced.
It is. Oh, both of them caught each other. That was a right hand, though, by Hughes that connected. Johnson wore it well.
Box.
Back to the jab goes Johnson. Oh, nice shots with the left hand on that combination from Johnson.
Johnson's finding a way to counter in between the combos of Hughes.
Hughes much better doing work to the body. She did get it in a good right hand on that exchange, but Johnson, I think, is finding a better rhythm round 3 and then even here in round 4. Beautiful stuff here. These ladies are heating up here in round 4. Down to the body with the right hand. A sneaky uppercut from Johnson on the inside.
Box.
Good stuff.
Now that pressure, that output from Hughes is going to wear herself down. No one can keep that output for 10 full rounds, even if they're 2-minute rounds.
Stop. Time.
Well, if you saw Michaela Mayer versus Maiva Hamadouche, that fight was incredible. And those ladies fought their butts off for 10 2-minute rounds, but it's far and few between, especially when you keep up the output that Hughes has kept up. I mean, she's thrown over 200 punches in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, that alone is crazy.
2-minute rounds, mind you.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Stop. Right.
The issue is that Hughes is not just getting a lot of pop on these shots because she's not able to kind of set her feet and get from her base.
Yeah.
Some of that power that she would need. I'm not saying she's going to go in there and, you know, deliver a shot that's going to drop Johnson. I mean, she does have 2 knockouts to her credit, but let's talk about some footwork. Vasily Lomachenko working the jump rope that you can barely even see because of how quickly it's spinning around. That he's a master at footwork, and I'm excited to see Vasily Lomachenko back in the ring tonight against George Kambosos Jr. in our main event for the vacant IBF lightweight world title. Does the 36-year-old still have enough gas in the tank to make another quest at winning a world title and capturing the only belt that he has never held at lightweight, which is the IBF, or will George Kambosos Jr. walk out a champion tonight and try to redeem himself at the lightweight division after 2 back-to-back losses to Devin Haney? Loma Kambosos. Flashbacks to Lomachenko's last fight against Haney. Coming up next in our main event tonight. But right now we got a good one between the champ, Nina Hughes, and the challenger, Cherneka Johnson. Double jab, right hand, nice right hand there on the end of that combination for Johnson. Hughes answers right back.
Johnson's kind of changing the dynamic of the fight. She's the one coming forward now, whereas Hughes was the one coming forward in the first 4 rounds.
Right. Box.
Working off the jab there is Johnson. Oh, nice right hand connects there for Hughes.
Hughes is looking for that counter.
Stop. Break. Step out. Box.
Normally Hughes counters off of slips. You know, she finds her angles very well, but she's trying to counter off of a lazy jab from Johnson now.
And as you said, her work rate has slowed down.
It would for, that's, you know, she's human.
She is? Are you sure?
I think so.
I think she's a superwoman.
she definitely is. It's amazing what she's doing at her age.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we'll say superhuman, right?
Superhuman.
15 seconds left here to go in round 5. Back to the stick goes Hughes per corner's instruction. Definitely some steam coming off these shots. She gets caught with a counter right hand, 2 of them there by Johnson.
pace is definitely slowed for Hughes.
To the body. Yeah, do you feel it? Big reps, give me 2 big ones. You heard it when you go to the body. This round we're going to get there, we're going to go Velcro. Okay, we're going to work in Velcro. Don't rush there, but get there. When you're there, you make it fucking dirty. You hit up, you touch it, you do those short ones again. Keep busy. Don't give her space to recover. All right?
That body, nice work in that body.
Body work is where we got to be now. Okay? So we're going to Velcro now.
Strong jab there, Nico, from Johnson to start that combination.
Yeah, that's one of her greatest strengths, her jab. Like I said before, at the start of the fight, Hughes, to get this fight, one of her keys to victory is to take away Johnson's jab. She was trying to do it that last round. She was trying to find a home for that right hand and counter the jab.
Box!
Starting off, doubling up on that jab is Johnson here in round 6. Double jab, right hand for Hughes. That combination has worked for her. Or excuse me, Johnson. She's kept that jab at range. She's had more success with it.
Yep. And she's keeping it to the fundamentals, and it's working for her, Johnson.
One thing Johnson has not done, though, Nico, is go down to the body.
Yep. And you can hear Hughes' corner is telling them to go to Johnson's body.
Stop! Break! Box!
And one thing about Hughes, Nico, is that she's rarely just throwing one shot. She is at least trying to mix it up with her combinations.
Never throwing one shot.
Stop!
It's always 3 or 4 punches from Hughes.
Hands up. Box!
What are the challenges being a taller fighter trying to go down to the body of a shorter fighter, Nico?
It requires more energy to go down to the body of a shorter fighter. The best way to find that body would be a jab to the body.
Good combination there for Johnson. That was great work there in that exchange as she's able to then block those shots coming from Hughes off her gloves.
And Hughes is already bloodied a bit.
Working in the clinch here is Johnson as she finishes this round strong. Down to the body there for Hughes.
She's working that body very well now, Hughes.
Time!
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, Johnson being the taller fighter, she can find the body of Hughes by throwing a jab to the body. That sets up everything.
Your hands down. If you don't get them back, yeah?
It just requires more energy for the taller fighter to get down to the body of a shorter fighter.
Keep your shape at all times. Try and listen to me all the time.
Body's always
don't throw and leave your chin there. As soon as you throw, use your feet. Yeah. When you're rolling off, you're rolling too slow. Bump sharp. Everything's sharp. Yeah. She's slow, Nick. She's nowhere near the speed of your hand. Throw your shots and go. Don't let her walk you back in the corners on the ropes. Yeah. Right. She comes in close. Tie her up.
That was a beautiful combo from both of them, honestly. That's where it's the most dangerous to throw a punch, is while the other person is throwing a punch. They caught each other in that exchange.
And I think that was a better round, though, for Johnson there.
Yeah.
Box!
But, I mean, the way Hughes started, the way Johnson's came on in the last few, could be pretty even on these judges' scorecards here in the 7th round.
Yeah. The next 3 rounds, just as the last fight, could determine the entire fight.
Hughes' corner telling her, you know, you're faster than her.
Stop! Break! Break!
And she is. Hughes is definitely faster than Johnson, but Johnson's just picking her shots well, and it's working for her.
Well, and I think that even though she hasn't thrown nearly as many punches as Hughes does, she's landing at a higher clip.
Yeah. She's more accurate.
Hughes trying to break through that guard. Double jab, triple jab, right hand from Johnson.
That was a beautiful counter with the left hook.
Yeah, it was. Right around the guard of of that right hand of Hughes.
No holding, come on. Stop, break, step out. Box.
One great thing that we haven't seen in this fight is that there's been no clash of heads, which is great to see.
Don't jinx us.
I'm not
we
jinxing
still have a
nothing.
couple
I'm just
rounds
saying.
left.
I'm just saying.
We haven't seen yet.
Let's really hope not.
Yeah. You do see some blood though from the face of Hughes, probably from her nose. She's eaten some stiff jabs from Johnson. Her face,
yeah, it's on the right side of her face.
Yeah, definitely worse for wear than maybe now Johnson with some blood coming down her nose. You got to be tight on your defense on the inside when you fight Hughes, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you
have
got to.
Because those punches, even if they're not necessarily hard shots, if they're landing, they're going to do damage no matter what.
Kind of sweet, kind of savage. Into the Cherneka's corner. Slight cut there, Nico, over that right eyelid. You see it.
Blood doesn't bother her.
Let's go
No.
deep with her.
She's not accustomed to it, although she did choose to
get
wear
behind that jab, and I need you to go to work. I need to make it ugly. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah, the cuts that she had when she fought Susie Ramadan, which was 2 fights ago, was brutal. And she fought for about,
You're waiting too long between
I think it was
phase.
like maybe 7 or 8 rounds, and it was just all in her face. It was a bad cut.
And that right hand gets through there.
Beautiful combo there from Hughes.
Seconds out.
Started with the jab and then was able to sneak in the right hand.
That's what Hughes is going to have to do. Johnson fights with that high guard. With the high guard, fighting someone with the high guard, you're going to have to throw more than one punch to land.
One thing Hughes hasn't thrown much is an uppercut, and I've seen on tape that she has a nice sneaky uppercut because she has that kind of crouched over inside style.
Yeah.
She hasn't really thrown one yet. And when a fighter has a high guard, you might be able to catch him there, but so far back and forth, solid action here to start round 8, and Hughes catches Johnson pulling out on the outside.
Yep. And you can see Hughes is changing her levels. That's one thing she does very well. She throws upstairs, downstairs. She keeps her opponents guessing that way. It's a good start for Hughes.
Blood once again streaming down the nose of Johnson.
Step out. Box.
I mean, 8, 9, and 10, this fight really could be up for grabs here. Good counter shot there from Hughes. Johnson slowing down a bit here in this round, Nico.
Yeah.
Down to the body with the right hand there.
Put your head down. Keep your head
You know,
up.
Hughes is going to Johnson's body. That'll slow anybody down.
Oh, nice hook, too, from
Beautiful
Hughes.
combo.
Yes. Oh, nice shots there. Crisp punches from Hughes.
Stop. Break. Step out.
This is turning into a firefight.
Box.
Oh, nice right hand on the end of that combination, too. And I don't think it suits Johnson very well to just stand there at that mid-range or in close without throwing punches. She's either got a jab or she's got to continue to use her footwork and move around the outside.
Johnson's the better boxer. She needs to stay on the outside.
Yeah, but she's not looking to box right now, it doesn't seem like.
Box.
She was scoring when she was giving herself that space.
Yeah. Hopefully her corner says that to her.
Let's listen in.
Now.
She's breathing hard, mate. She's breathing hard. You've got to take it to her, all right? You get behind the jab, which is good.
Yeah, just press it straight in on that eye.
All right? Stay behind the jab, but I need you to be busy in between the jab and what you do. Yeah. Okay?
Look, remember what we said, remember what we practiced? Yeah. Solid, boom, boom, and move. Boom, and move, yeah? Don't move all slow, yeah? Laxy daisy. Everything's got to be switched on, yeah? 4 minutes, Lee. She's going to get...
This is one of those combos that was great for Hughes. Oh, that was a great shot from Johnson.
Seconds out. Seconds out. Let's go.
There's some really good back and forth action in that last round. Both fighters had some moments, and it's rounds 9 and 10. The champ looking to defend her title for the second time, and Johnson, I mean, making a case for the belt as well. Can she finish strong these 2 rounds and take that belt? She's gonna have to up her output, Nico. Like her coach said, she's got to use her jab and get busier.
And she's doing it. She's doing it right now.
Pushing the head down. Stop.
Hughes trying to put some of her little body weight on top of Hughes right now.
It's
wear
tough
her down.
to see from a shorter fighter doing it to a tall fighter. That was a great right hand to the body from Johnson.
You can tell Hughes felt that for just a minute. There was a brief pause there. Nice right hand lands in the end of that combination from Johnson, and she's definitely listening. She's getting busier here in round 9.
Step out. Box.
The way that Hughes has her guard, she's compact with her guard. She sits kind of low, so she's hard to hit at times.
Stop. Right. Lane break. Come on. Box.
Johnson's maintaining the high guard, blocking those shots.
Nice double jab, right hand. There's the chopping right hand again. It's been a combination that she's used time and time again, but it's been effective. It's nothing too fancy about it.
Switch stance.
She sure did, and then Hughes
great.
finally threw that little uppercut I was talking about earlier.
This is the round coming up right now.
Let's listen in.
She needs a round of her life. Proper gum shield. Where's the other one?
They got it. All good.
Lena, she needs a round of her life, yeah? Yeah? Are you listening to what I'm telling you?
Yes.
This girl wants what you've got. Please don't let her take. This is for your 2 little boys at home. Remember what they said to you?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're not going to let this girl take.
No.
Now use this ring now. Use your boxing ability. Remember when you was on that TV spot winning tournaments, yeah? As an amateur with that jab?
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
I want move. I want fast feet the whole round. Yeah? Do not leave your chin there. Do not be lazy. She's going to come at you like a train. 2 minutes of your life, mate. Yeah? Please stay switched on.
Seconds out.
Come on, Lena.
Let's go.
Yeah?
Seconds out.
Absolutely
Centering.
excellent from her trainer in the corner. Even, you know,
That's
pulled the
the round
family
of her
card.
life.
This, you know, what have your sons told you? What have your kids told you? You got 2 minutes. Don't let her take what's yours, what you've worked for. She's got to have the round of her life, and Johnson coming out fighting like it now to start round 10.
Ooh, this is the round that could mean the fight for either of them.
Johnson stalking Hughes now. Hughes doesn't want to take any unnecessary risks, feeling like she's done enough possibly to win the fight and still remain champion. Johnson's got to get after it now. A minute 25 left here. Off the jab goes Johnson. Good start here for Johnson so far.
Hughes is working off the back foot.
She is. They want her to continue to move, but I do think
believe they're up on the scorecards.
It did sound like that, but I do think that Hughes should still throw some more
it's tough
punches.
because it's hard to say if anyone's up on the scorecards right now.
Maloney certainly thought he was in our last fight and didn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Under a minute left now in the fight.
Ooh.
The WBA Bantamweight World Championship on the line.
Let's go. Let's box.
Will the 41-year-old mother of 2 walk out of here remaining undefeated with the world title in hand, or will the 15-2 29-year-old New Zealand-born fighter fighting out of Melbourne, Australia, walk away now a 2-time world champion? She is the former IBF junior featherweight world champion, and right now she is taking it to Hughes for this last and final round. back and forth. It's been a really good fight between these two ladies, and just like that, 20 minutes of action in the books, and we're gonna go to the scorecards for our co-main event. What do you think, Nico?
This is going to be another tough fight to score. It'll come down to who landed the cleaner shots. But you can tell that Hughes' corner believed that she was up on the scorecards the way that she was fighting the beginning of the last round on her back foot. More defensively, it looked like, at the start of the round.
Yeah, I don't think that that was necessarily. I mean, I know when they told her in the Hughes corner, you know, Johnson has to have the round of her life. I didn't think that that meant for her to just continue to move around the outside.
Yeah,
I thought it was everything you have, and don't let her take it from you.
Yeah, now if Johnson wins the fight, then, you know, you'll know that you shouldn't have done that. There's been a lot of times where we've seen that fighters take the last round off.
Coming up next for the vacant IBF lightweight world title, Vasily Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. That is coming up next, and Nina Hughes with a smile on her face, feeling like she has done enough tonight to walk away with her belt in tow. But I think Cherneka Johnson made it really difficult tonight. Won some rounds there, and you know, it could be very close again on these judges' scorecards. Mind you, one of the judges tonight for this fight is also the referee for our main event.
Oh, wow.
It's busy. Busy, busy. Nico, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Please.
You were the judge. Who won this fight?
Center ring, please.
Based off of who landed the cleaner shots, I would say Johnson.
And I thought the referee was, or the ring announcer was getting ready to make the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a round of applause for these two world-class warriors? After 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge Oliveira scores the competition 95-95 draw. Judge Keatley scores the competition 96-94. And Judge Nakamura scores the competition 98-92 for your winner by majority decision. And still, the WBA Women's Bantamweight World Champion, Nina Hughes!
And Nina Hughes remains undefeated, 7-0 with 2 knockouts, winning pretty wide on one, really wide, 98-92. I didn't see that coming. On one scorecard, 96-94 for Hughes, and the other judge, 95-95. A draw. We definitely thought it was a close fight. It was reflected on 2 of the 3 scorecards, but Hughes remains champion.
Judge Oliveira scores the competition 95-95.
Wow.
Keatley scores the competition.
He made a mistake.
94. Nakamura 98-92 for your winner by majority. Fighting out of the blue corner.
Oh, he made a mistake.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
He made an
I
epic
have never
mistake.
seen that before.
Oh my Lord.
I have never seen that before. That's incredible. Wow.
Wow. Wow. I mean, what a roller coaster of emotions.
Wow.
So wait, you're telling me he announced 96-94 and 98-92 both for Hughes incorrectly? That is insane.
I am shocked.
Firstly, you thought the decision was going the other way. What are you feeling right now?